Hi guys, I'm Missy, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. So this video, as you can see from the thumbnail, obviously, is another installment in my monthly makeup series, and we're going to be picking the makeup for October. So let's just dive right in. So we're going to pick a lip scrub. We have the Glamlite Garfield lip scrub. All right, let's move on. All right, let's move on. Now we're going to pick a lip balm, lip mask, or lip oil. Okay, we have the C'est La Vie Strawberry Shortcake Lip Balm in Strawberry Shortcake. So we've already done that one. That was actually, I believe, the very first one we did. So I am going... No, sorry. That's the lip balm. Never mind. Backtrack. We did the lipstick one. That was like a lip balm formula. But this one is different. So this is the actual lip balm. All right, so we'll keep this one in. All right, next, we're going to pick a face primer. Okay, we have the Milani Conceal and Protect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. Okay, I've only used that once for the full face of Milani, so I'll enjoy, trying it out some more to see how I feel about it. Okay, now we're going to pick a brow pen or brow pencil. Okay, with Essence Baby Got Brow in Dark Brunette. Let me grab my list here, make sure I haven't already done that one. I don't believe we have. Okay, no, it does not look like we have. So, glad to have that one in there. That is one of my, well, it was previously one of my favorites before I started liking the micro nano type brow pencils. So it's going to be intriguing to go back to this one, see how I feel about it. I do think I don't have very much left of that one though, so hopefully I'll be able to use it up. All right, let's move on. All right, so now we're going to pick a brow gel. I know it says brow powder there, but the only brow powder I have is the Sigma one, and I plan on decluttering that one. So if I get that one again, I need to remove it from the wheel actually, if I haven't already. But let's just spin. Okay, so we have the Revolution Beauty Eyebrow Crayon. So the way I use that one, I put it on my brows before I do a brow pencil. So I do want something to set my brows. But you know what? I'm gonna put my own pick in there. I'm trying to finish up the little mini from Beauty Crop, the Brow Friends Forever. So I'm just going to throw that in there with this. That way I can try to use it up. All right, let's move on. We're going to pick an eye primer. Okay, so we have the Glamlite Kiss Backstage base in black. That's going to be interesting. I don't typically use color eye base primers, so we'll see. We'll see. That's definitely going to get me out of my comfort zone there. All right, let's move on. Okay, we're going to pick an eyeshadow brand. Okay, Shroud Cosmetics. I don't think this brand exists anymore. I think they actually went out of business. I don't really own very much from Shroud. I think the only ones I own are actually the Battybean collabs that they did together. So let's scroll down here to Shroud. Oops, past it. All right. So let's see which one we get. This is going to be nice because both of these are like spooky themed. So perfect for October. You guys know Battybean is one of my favorite creators on YouTube. Okay, we have the original one where she was known as Butte Bean before she changed her channel name. It's the It's Freakin' Bats palette. Nice. Excited to play some more with that one. All right, let's move on. Gotta scroll all the way back up. You guys let me know. I'm trying out a new microphone. Let me know how the quality sounds, if it's better or worse. Oops. Went too far. All right, now we're going to pick a single shadow. It could be a powder or a liquid or putty, Supershock, all that good stuff. So we're going to spin. All right, so we have the ColourPop A Little Quarky Ultra Glitter. Okay, another ColourPop. Doesn't surprise me because that's mostly what my single shadows are. Let's go to the next wheel. All right, we're going to pick an eyeliner pencil. Okay, we have a NYX liner, shade Silver and Retractable. I think that might go nice with that palette. All right, next we're going to pick a liquid, gel, or graphic eyeliner. I think I've already done that one. Let me check. Hold, please. Yes, so we already did that one, so let me spin again, and I'm pretty sure that was one of the ones that was dried out. I know we did one of those, but I don't remember if it was the vampire one. No, it was actually Coven. So I will pull the vampire one out. I will check it to see if it is dried out as well. If it is, then I may just not put a liquid eyeliner in for October. All right, so let's go to the next wheel. All right, the next wheel is going to be a foundation, skin tint, BB, or CC cream. Okay, Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in 048 Desert Beige. Let me see. I have two shades of that, and one I think is a little too deep. All right, it looks like that's the one I got in my drawer, so we'll try it out. If it's too deep, I'll try to find the lighter shade and pull it in instead. All right, let's move to the next one. All right, we're going to pick a concealer. Let's see if it's going to give me a color corrector concealer again. We've been, I think, mostly color correctors, except for this last time we actually got a concealer. Okay, it's the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in light to medium. I really like that one. It's got good coverage, and it is color correcting too. It's good for every day, and I have already hit pan on one of the shades in that one. So let's see if using it in October, if I'm going to hit pan in the other shade. All right, let's move on to the next wheel. Okay, we're going to do bronzer and contour. You guys know the drill. If I get a liquid, then we'll spin till I get a powder, or vice versa, because I still haven't separated that. Okay, the Wet n Wild Care Bears Live, Laugh, Hug bronzer. Actually, that's a pretty nice little bronzer. So that's a powder, so we need to spin for a liquid or cream. Okay, ColourPop Bronze Stick in Moonstone Beige. I think we've already did that. Let me check. Alright, no, it looks like we've done powder bronzer in ColourPop, and we've done liquid highlighters and blushes, and creams, and all that, but not a cream bronzer yet. So, alright, decided to throw that one back into the mix. Alright, let's move on. Okay, now we're going to pick a liquid cream or putty blush. Okay, so I am not featuring e.l.f. on my channel at the moment, unless you guys want me to throw this one in. If you do, leave it in the comments and I will pull it out of my drawer and throw it in. But at the moment, I am not actively promoting their products on my channel. So let's spin again, see what I get. But I have not had that one yet. Okay, so we just did that one for September, so I need to spin again. Okay, so these are a liquid blush duo from Beauty Creations. Yeah, I'll throw them both in to the mix. Give me some more options there, whether I want a pink or a coral kind of color. All right, so yeah, it'll be interesting to try these out. I think I've only used them once so far. All right, so let's move on. We're going to pick a cream or liquid highlighter. The Revolution Beauty Bright Light with Quartz Strobe Champagne. Okay, that's a like a liquid puff type applicator. Okay, nice. Try that out. I think I've only used it once or twice. I know at least once for my full face of Makeup Revolution. All right, moving on. Okay, now we're going to pick a powder blush or Supershock. ColourPop Pressed Blush in Shortcake. I believe that's the one we just did. Yeah, so let's spin again. All right, we have the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. All right, I've been wanting to try this some more because it's very, very powdery. There's a lot of kick up in the pan, so it'll be interesting to try it some more. Okay, let's go to the next wheel. All right, we're going to pick a powder, putty, or Supershock highlighter. Okay, ColourPop Frosty Supershock highlighter in Winter Wonder. I know we've had one of those, I believe, or maybe that was the lips. Let me see. I'm checking my list here. All right, no, we have not had that Supershock highlighter. Okay, so excited to add that in. It's going to be interesting using a winter Christmas themed highlighter in October. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, and we're going to pick a face palette to have as another option for me to use if I don't want to use the single products. All right, BH Cosmetics Travel Collection. This is a highlighter palette. It's Illuminating in Ireland. Okay, nice. I don't think I've used this at all since I bought it, because I bought all mine kind of like way after BH Cosmetics went out of business, when like some of the stores still had their products. And, you know, I got some stuff off of Poshmark and Macari and things like that, so... I really liked the other highlighter palette, the Frosé one, so let's see if I like this one as well. Okay, we're going to pick a mascara. Nice. This is my favorite mascara, the Charmacy Milano Volume Lash. I got an Ice Cream Beauty box. And I've already bought 2 backups. So that should tell you how much I really like that mascara. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're going to pick a setting powder. Okay, again, you know, like I said before, I am not doing e.l.f. products on my channel right now unless you guys specifically want to see this one. Again, leave a comment if you do, but I'm going to spin again. Nice. Okay, so this is the Catrice Magic Shine Eraser Gel to Powder Mattifying. This is essentially a dupe for the Mally, which I just used in September. So it's going to be interesting to use this to compare it to that one, because I have not used it yet. But I am also going to spin for a loose powder, because I do like to use a loose powder as well on my face. And I use the Catrice Eye Brightener under my eyes right now because I'm trying to use it up. But I do want to spin for a loose powder, so let's do that. Or a pressed powder, one of the two. Okay, the TYS Beauty Heaven Pressed Powder. Okay, I have not used that one very much, so yeah, I definitely want to keep this one in to try it out some more, see how I feel about it. Okay, so we're going to pick a setting spray now. Nice, the Benefit POREFESSIONAL Supersetter. I've used that one quite a bit, so I think maybe I'll be able to finish that up at the end of October, because there's not that much left in it. If so, that'll be one of the first things I've used up in a spin wheel series. All right, let's move on to the next wheel. So we're going to pick a lip liner in the nudes category. All right, again, if you want this e.l.f. product in, then I will throw it in for you guys, but I'm going to spin again. Oh boy, a ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Liner in Mocha Latte. You guys know I'm not a big fan of plumping products, And this one, I've used it twice now, and it's not too bad, but it's still a little intense for me. But it's definitely not like super spicy or anything like that, because I don't keep things like that in my collection. So I'll use it. We'll see if I can tolerate it throughout the month. It'll definitely tell me whether I want to keep it in my collection or not, for sure. All right, so let's move on. Right now we're going to pick a lip liner in color category. Nice. So we have the ColourPop Lippie Pencil in Bull Chic, or Bull Chick, I don't know how you say it. But that is a black lip pencil, so perfect for October. Okay. Let's move on to the next category. All right, so let's see. Last month we did 2 liquid lipsticks. So let's do a lip stain, because I remembered I said I was going to pick some for October, since most of those are like Halloween colors. You know what? I think I'm going to spin for 2 of these. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have the CoverGirl Outlast Spider's Web lip stain. And let's spin again. And we have the CoverGirl Outlast, I cannot speak today, Spooky Bat. So we have a kind of dark blue and a purple. Okay, nice. Let's move on. Let's do a lippy stick. Okay, ColourPop X Bratz Lippy Stick in Bunny Boo. Have we had that one? I don't think so. I'm checking. One moment. All right, no, we have not had that lippy stick, so okay, be nice to throw that into the mix. And let's see, last product for lips I want to do is, let's do a lip gloss. Okay, we have the Glamlite Hot Cocoa. Okay. You guys know I love my Glamlite lip glosses. Okay, so last thing we're going to pick is the fragrance for the month. And it is going to be Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth, the Me Espresso. I just got that one, so I haven't really got to try it out much, so excited to throw that in for the month. All right, I'm going to go gather all these products up and show them to you all laid out so you can kind of visually see what we're working with for the month. And yeah, so I will be right back. Hi guys, editing Missy here. I'm having to do a voiceover because the microphone messed up on me and it was really bad quality. But this is all of the products the spin wheel picked for October. I'm reaching for the Sigma color correcting duo there because I want to show you where I've hit pan on one of the shades. So as you can see right there, I hit pan on the first shade, and there's a nice little dip in the second shade. So I'm hoping that I'm going to at least hit pan on the second shade. It would be nice if I could actually finish up the product completely. That would be really nice. But yeah, I'm really hopeful that that might happen, so we'll see. And then I'm picking up the Essence Brow Pencil because I'm trying to see how much is left over in that one, because I didn't think it was much, but it was actually a lot more than I thought, as you guys can see. So I don't think I'll be able to finish that. Definitely not in a month, depending on how creamy it is. You never know, but I'm doubtful. And then lastly, I'm showing you the POREFESSIONAL setting spray, because you see where my thumb is. That is how much I have left in it. So I'm pretty hopeful that I can finish this, because I spray quite a bit of setting spray when I do my makeup. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish that one. But yeah, here we are again, just all of the products laid out for October. I'm really excited to try all these products out. I am doing my best to try to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. At the moment, I'm at 355, so we're slowly creeping up there. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, any type of like beauty content, reviews, unboxings, monthly makeup, product usage, things like that, just take a moment and subscribe to the channel, and I'd appreciate it if you like this video as well. I've really been enjoying this series because it's really allowing me to use more of my products in my collection instead of them getting neglected, and really telling me what I like and don't like in my makeup routine. So if you guys want to kind of do something like this along with me with your own products, that would be kind of cool too. I'd like to hear about your experience if you do it. But yeah, just take a minute for me, like and subscribe down below. Really helps me out and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye.